been playing around in moss, all right?
All right, all right.
I don't know about your green hands either. Your ant-covered hands. Yeah? You want to throw Stan? Sell him?
I
Uh,
didn't touch the ants. I sprayed them with embalming chemicals and they died, thank God.
yeah, and
You killed them?
that's fucked
Yes.
up.
Then I put them in the
Second,
fridge with the other corpses.
yeah. Secondly, Bailey, I'm gonna ask you a very important question, and you gotta watch your pronunciation on this because Craig is listening.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is it snigger or snicker?
Snicker.
Wrong. It's both.
Wrong. They're
They
both
mean-
words.
They mean the exact same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
One just sounds like a slur, and the other sounds like the slur, but it's not spelt like it, so it's fine.
Yeah.
All right, less bad.
I think
Yeah,
Darian
fine, yeah.
said he was in. Oh, there he is.
Oh,
Hi.
Oh, Darian.
Hello.
Do we want to jump right in?
People be
Oh,
saying
no.
things so definitively, like, I guess it depends, man.
who's wearing the pens? Anyway, yeah, let's jump in.
Last game, you guys at last forced the courier's hand and were teleported to what Matt, Darian, and Ian know is the real world, our world. You appear to be
Yeah.
humans. Carolina is exactly like yourself, but just in a flannel shirt and jeans. Pale is a normal man, but looks super, super sunburned. And Bastion, you're probably by far the most overwhelmed by this new experience, as you are in flesh for the very first time.
Bear.
You had the idea to go to a bank to save whatever a dollar is, to go to a church because you do recognize the name of that old Almighty champion, Jesus Christ. You heard of a powerful wizard who leads the Order of the Phoenix named Harry Potter. But the only real lead to anything you know that is familiar, that Antonio and Felicia, the young stoner couple, who are the first people you've spoken to in this new and strange realm, recognize the name of Pelor from a game they used to play with someone who used to live here, here in Texas. Bailey, you've got to remember to edit out all the addresses. Her name was Bailey Ford. This game was called Dungeons and Dragons, and Felicia and Antonio gave you some granola bars and water, and you left them alone, for now, I guess. They think you guys are on drugs, or what some people call a LARPer. It is sunset-ish. You guys are still in the neighborhood on this street that looks like poured from liquid rock. You have no money, no weapons. All you know about this realm is that the year is 2024, Joe Biden's president, and magic only exists depending on who you ask. What do you do?
I mean, I think we should go to the temple first. We can save the dollar once we have some backing.
I try to spread my wings.
You don't have any. You just flex your shoulders, nothing happens.
Crack my
Oh.
back.
Forgot what
Uh-huh.
voice I was doing.
Yes. All right. So how did they say we get to this bank?
They gave you some directions. They told you to go from, if you're looking at the house, to go left and then go right, then go left again, and then go right again. And you should see the church from there, the main road that they call Drive. Whatever it is.
Yes. Well, all right. Let's start marching.
Okay.
Can I
Yes.
bite through the granola? I bite through the granola bar wrapper and all.
Yeah, you're really not able to get into whatever this, you know what granola is, but you crunch into this fake packaging and it's really hard to get through with your teeth, depending on how aggressively you're trying to bite into it.
Oh yeah, I am not gonna let this bag win.
Okay. Make me an athletics check. You still have all your stats, although any DC for any sort of history check it's gonna, DC is gonna be like a 35.
Okay, well, no history checks. That is a 30.
Yeah, you tear through it, wrapper and all, and you start crunching it. You know what a wrapper is, but usually it's like waxed paper. But you keep munching on this weird, flat, In the inside, it's like a flat metal.
I'll chew on it until I can tell there's a separation between them, and then spit out what's not working.
Yeah, you do recognize there is food inside of this weird wrapper, this foreign material.
Ugh. Whatever that is, it tastes like ass.
Yeah.
The granola's good though. I don't recommend what's on it. What I just spit out. I don't. And I'll pull it up and hold it up. Don't eat this part.
Teeth marks. I thought about making you guys not able to read, but it says Nature Valley.
Yeah. I don't know what
Truly.
Nature Valley is, but Nature Valley sucks. The granola's good though.
And there is so much sugar in this. You've never tasted this much sugar in anything but like fine confectionery.
I've never tasted sugar before.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot that's the voice you're using.
I don't see what's wrong with it.
And your
Just kinda
knuckles
looking
still
at-
kind of sting from when you punched the mailbox, but it's not bleeding very much anymore.
Yeah. Ooh, Bastion, it's gonna take some getting used to hearing you like this and seeing you like this.
I've never had flesh before. This is incredible.
You're sweaty. It's hot.
I've never done this before. Look, I've got pit stains. And oh, I can smell.
So, are we heading to the bank, the temple, or trying to find the order?
It sounded like those dollars were really in danger, and I mean, there's 200 of them.
Okay, so we'll go there first.
So you're
We'll
gonna
go-
pass by this temple of Jesus Christ on the way to the bank.
I feel like we
Oh.
should stop into the temple first. If we can get our
If
powers.
it's on the way, yeah, sure, that's fine.
Okay. You guys start walking under the shade of large trees, you know. There's somebody rides by on a bicycle. You've probably seen them in Goldgray, but nowhere else. It looks like a teenage child, and they kind of glance at you but keep riding. You pass another one of those mysterious. You see another one of these combustion engine led like carts, and shiny and metallic, and there's windows, but they drive right past you without more than a glance. But you keep walking and keep walking, and eventually you can see the pointy white building. Let me pull up Google Maps so I can accurately describe. I don't remember what the church is called, but it's, Baptist Church of Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Outside
so,
there's a sign that says services at 10, Bible study at 7:30 on Wednesdays.
What is the Bible?
it must be one of their descendants if they're studying him. It must be his word or him.
Like a
We should head
book?
inside. Maybe. But with Asterion, no.
No.
Why
should head in.
did you post the Animorphs guy?
Oh, because I was talking about if you in the chat,
Can you hear me now?
Eden.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
Woods Baptist Church.
Okay, do I have any gold or platinum on me?
You have nothing in your pockets but lint. And I guess the water and granola bars. You each have 3, and then 2 bottles of water. Felicia was very nice to you people.
Let's head inside.
Yeah, you would see somebody out there mowing the grass. You've never seen anyone flatten the grass like this. It's another combustion engine. It's very loud, and it is spewing dust and grass into the air like crazy. And this man has these white things in his ear. He can't hear you, he has the AirPods in. But it's a larger, middle-aged black man as he's just cutting this grass short without a scythe with this very loud device.
More magic.
I think we might be in the Goblins world where they have technology.
This must be a world blessed by Mechanus or something. I mean, look at all these engines.
Or a Munator and a Maunator and Mechanus. Where they're just, maybe they're the only gods here.
But then we've heard no mention of them.
Well, we should
Yeah,
start
they
here.
have.
I say we
Yeah,
go
but-
to the church.
Let's go.
Is that Jesus Christ?
No, he was for Ilmater.
Yeah. This guy is another one. Maybe he's a different leader. So maybe he's the head. Maybe he's the owner of this place, actually.
Possible. What a way of like the realm.
Well, just at this church. I'll go try and stop him. I'm gonna try and walk up and wave my hands.
Okay. He pauses as you're obviously trying to get his attention, and this machine, he lets go of a lever on it, and it tumbles to a stop, and he takes out one of the little white things out of his ears. You good?
Hi, we're looking for Jesus. Are you the head of this church?
He kind of cocks his head. He's like, if you're looking for Jesus, you came to the right place. And looks to the three of you, and he's like, I'm not a leader of the church, but I volunteer to cut the grass. I think, pastor's inside, him and his wife are cleaning or whatever.
Past who?
I don't know what his actual name is. I would need to Google it.
Pastor. Past who?
It's like a word for a priest.
Oh.
Yeah, you know Pastor Vespic in Golgari.
Oh, LOL. Can we go in to talk to them?
Make me a persuasion check.
In my
I just walk in.
can my fanatic waving help?
If you guys are making an earnest expression of you're also looking for Jesus Christ.
I have a very big smile and I'm waving my hands real fast.
Okay.
I just walk in.
The
Yeah, I
door's
got a
locked.
2.
You have advantage in friendship, Peel. For some reason, somehow, the friendship medal still applies. Though it's not on your person.
Oh, thank God. It's an 8.
Oh my God. He says, I will say though, they're probably not prepared for this. If you come back tomorrow though, that's when we have Bible study, and somebody would be glad to talk to you then.
It's can I like kind of put my hand on Pale's shoulder, then like move towards the guy, just like, it's very important we meet with your cleric.
Kind of squints again.
We need to commune with our gods. There's dollars locked in Chase Bank. Whoever Chase is, and we've got to rescue them.
Are you guys okay?
No.
I have flesh. I'm better than okay.
He looks at you, Carolina. Are you okay?
I'm fine. I would like to get to the Order of the Phoenix, but Jesus will have to do.
Yes, yeah, we've heard of their order as well, although it's apparently across the seas.
Y'all are just messing with me, right? Look, I have grass to mow.
I knock louder.
It really is important we meet with your cleric.
He's
We're
called a
speaking
preacher.
He communes with your god, yes?
Yep.
Then he's a cleric. He receives power through him?
Inspiration for what he might preach this week, probably.
He can give people inspiration.
He's as much of a cleric as I've heard.
Seems right to me.
Make persuasion checks again.
One of y'all want to do it this time?
Is my persuasion normal now? I'll rock it.
All of your stats are the same, just nothing, like any abilities you have that do not rely on magic.
So like I still have flash of inspiration, right?
Yeah. Flash of genius.
Yeah, flash.
That's an 11 for me.
Okay.
Pale, do you want to just give me advantage?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was like begging. Please.
Okay, that's a 12. I'm gonna add 5 to it. So that's 17.
Okay.
My talking of having flesh for once is
between Pale's like desperate expression and then Carolina's like direct demeanor, and then he thinks, Bastion, you're getting heat stroke or something. And it would be at this time, Carolina, you see a female face poking through the door, and this guy who's been mowing, I've already forgotten his name if I ever said it, but
We never asked.
okay, he makes eye contact with this lady through the door and waves for her to open it, and he walks up to her, kind of pushing you out of the way a little bit, Carolina, and he's like, I think these people have heat stroke. They want to talk to, let's call him Jeremy. They want to talk to Jeremy, you know.
Yeah.
I think they
I
would
yell over
sit
them.
inside in the AC for a minute, honestly.
I yell over them. Bastion, I know you're not used to this. Drink water. Here,
We're looking
You're
for
drunk.
Jesus.
drink water first, then talk.
I can do that now.
Yes, you can. And you need to. You're sweating a lot.
Sure. I'll down the entire bottle.
Okay. Yeah, make me a constitution check of some sort. I guess a save.
That is... I can pull my character. That is a 20.
Okay. As if you'd gotten low, I'd say you choke on it a little bit, but you do
Oh.
you do realize how a throat works, and you
Yeah.
are able to swallow. And this water feels really good. You can feel it pouring down your esophagus as
have
it
one of those
cools your overheating body. It's really nice. It doesn't really you can as a artificer, you know the slight chemically taste of purifying chemicals and salts, but it's nice. And
Sorry. Yeah. I'm sorry. You have to excuse him. He just got skinned today.
It's so strange. Look, I can move it. I'll like grab like I'll pinch part of my forearm and just like move it up and down.
this lady, he says, Rosalie, and I think they just need to sit in the AC for a second. And she unsurely nods and leads you guys in, and then calls for her husband, the preacher, Jeremy. A skinnier guy comes over. He's wearing business casual. You guys don't know what business casual means, but you know, some nice slacks and an unbuttoned down shirt, and they do indeed have like a vacuum and some dusters in here, and they kind of all stand before you, and the guy who was mowing the lawn, he makes sure he doesn't track grass in here, but they see your sweaty faces and bewildered expressions, and the guy who'd been mowing the lawn, let's call him
Carl.
Carl, yeah. Carl motions to you guys to sit down in the pews, and it does feel good in here. It's much cooler. You know, you almost feel cold with how sweaty you are. But he's like, they're looking for Jesus, Jeremy. And he's like,
We've heard that you can help us.
yeah. And I think I need to write down their names if you're going to have a conversation with them. What was it, Jeremy? And then I think I named the pastor's wife Rosalie, right? Something like that.
Yeah.
Call her Rosaline, and then Carl.
Oh,
Carl's gonna go ahead and get himself a glass of water too. And you guys have water bottles, but he's gonna get you some cold water. And Jeremy would go find a folding chair and sit on it backwards like a camp counselor. And he's like, so how much do you guys already know of the Our Father?
Well, we've heard that he's the son of Lemater.
Of who?
He's been dead Lemater, the god of the sun. We've heard he's been dead a long time.
God of suffering.
My mistake, yes, the god of suffering, actually. I confused him. With... Wait.
He
Who the fuck do I
helps
think-
people through it, for sure.
Yes, and we were trying to speak with him because where we're from, champions of gods are very good at guidance. The three of us especially would know that. And it seems like you don't have as many gods.
No, but there's the one God in three persons. It's if you've come here speaking Jesus, I'm going to mostly be telling you about Jesus. There's oh boy, where to start? Where are you guys from anyway?
Mercadia.
I've been here since the material plane was created, so I'm 6,000 years old, give or take.
And Carl kind of leans over Jeremy's shoulder and goes, "I think he has heat stroke." And they kind of mumble to each other of, "Oh no, should we go to the hospital?" But Jeremy would start to go into a detailed description of the Trinity, explaining one God in three persons, and he goes, "You mentioned he is the God of suffering, and he indeed suffered for 3 days in hell, paying for our sins. And unless you stop him, he is going to go on preaching about you
there.
as."
I was just going to lean over.
Okay.
Going to lean over and say, 3 days in hell. This is not the same Jesus. I don't know why he's got followers. We should go find the bank.
I was going to say, I mean, yeah, we've been to the hell before. Like, we've been to 9 of them. We've been to at least a couple of them.
It's really not that bad.
It was a little warm.
It wasn't that warm.
You're made of fire.
And Pale's just going to kind of be like, I think we should leave. I don't think this is the same Jesus.
It's interesting, though. The name's carried over. Can we be having this conversation while this guy is proselytizing at us?
Yeah, you're mumbling. He's be talking to Carolina. Now, you guys could be mumbling this, and he'd realize you're not paying attention to his words, and he says, do y'all have any questions?
If there's no way to directly speak to him?
Yeah,
there is. They're praying. I can teach you our most basic prayer, and he'd motion for you guys to all hold hands.
Weird Does ritual, he answer?
Not in the way you might expect, but yes.
Oh.
Guess we should leave. Usually we can just directly talk with our gods, and they're able to answer us pretty immediately.
What other gods have you worshipped before? Like Hinduism or something?
No, I don't know that.
You guys don't look Indian, if you don't mind me saying. But...
Well,
no, I feel like there's a little part of me that feels like that might be offensive. I'm not sure though. I don't know what Indian is though. So what do I know?
Ear,
I thought part of me that would feel a little bit offensive too.
Yeah, I mean, I worship my father God, the creator God, who created the material plane and all of the monsters. Well, monstrous is a terrible word, but the non-humanoid races like sphinxes and goblins and orcs and golems.
Mine is the Phoenix God.
Yes, yeah, we're all champions of these gods. It's why we're allowed to fly, and it's why we,
we're allowed to fly.
Well, we were.
Yeah,
we've lost our wings now. We spoke with a friend of ours, the courier.
We came from another world. We came from another world, and we lost who we were.
Well, not necessarily another world, more like another realm, perhaps. We found out that there's a multiverse, because we've made friends with people from the Universe Alpha, and they came to our world, and we found them, miles and miles into the ocean in a submerged a ship that flies through space.
Still space and time. Well, not time, actually.
Yeah.
Space. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah.
I'm still chapped about my wings. I feel like a fallen celestial.
It sucks. It really does. It was really nice being able to fly.
It's like being back eunuch.
What is Jesus' response time? Like how long?
Prayers?
Yeah. Like, is it like a couple minutes or?
Like a day? Really long wait?
Because I know that there's signs that you can receive of augury and such.
It really depends, boys and girls.
Thank you for the inclusion.
That was nice of you.
Everybody make a persuasion check again.
4.
Okay.
Please, let's have the
16. Oh, wait, I rolled the wrong one. I'm sorry, I rolled the wrong one. I mean, kind of the wrong one. is 14 plus 8, so 20, 22.
Okay. He says, y'all, what country are you guys originally from?
I'm
Arcadia.
from Stormtown.
I was made before countries were in existence, so technically none of them.
All of them.
All of them, I guess.
Next to him, there's a small study Bible in one of the pews. And as he's squinting to the floor, he seems to pick it up and hold it in his hands. And Rosaline and Carl are making themselves busy in the corner, just making sure Jeremy doesn't need any help. And he's like, what's the right thing to do here? So, are y'all messing with me? Because if someone comes to me wanting help about the Lord, I am happy to do it. But either y'all are not native English speakers, or you're saying some weird stuff. Like, really, it's...
I'm gonna take one of his hands in my hand and be like, listen, I need you to understand. I am being so completely serious when I say we tried to fight a guy. Well, I tried to fight a guy. I picked a fight with him. I think he might be a lesser deity from where we are from. We come from a world where there are many beings that we consider gods. We were brought here. We have all of our memories, but none of the things that make us ourselves. This woman usually has wings of fire. I usually don't even have hair.
And he's made of fire.
Partially made of fire, yes. This guy is usually made out of living metal. We are very confused because we've been to other things, but never changed ourselves. We are just as confused, and where we're from, there's a man by the name Jesus Christ who was a champion of a god, which means a strong follower who was then given abilities by that god. We are all champions of our own independent gods because we've spent our lives in quest for favor and devotion, and we came to you because we're really, really confused and scared right now, man. Like, we're freaking out, man.
Hey, this is a safe place. Doors are
You have
locked.
contact with a man named Donald Denham?
No. Look, everything's okay, guys, alright? You guys want to make an insight check?
Yep.
Absolutely.
Sure.
Let's go ham. Ham and cheese.
Wow, this is 12.
26.
Okay.
It's like a 10.
I got a 26.
26, 12.
What?
12.
Okay. It's Carolina. You see him make a symbol that you've seen in Thieves' Camp before. He keeps his pinky finger, his pointer finger, and his thumb out while tucking the other two fingers in. And he moves this kind of subtly halfway to his ear and kind of shakes it a little bit. And you see that Rosaline seems to understand, and then kind of goes further back into another room and pulls out a rectangular device with the front of it is glass, and you can see it glowing. This is the closest thing to magic you've seen here.
Okay, what did you just send her to go get? What did you just send her to get?
All right, stay calm. Just sips of water. All right. We're gonna call some people who can help you. They're really, I do want to help you guys, but I don't feel like I'm equipped to help you. We're gonna call someone who can. They're very reliable. What?
Who are you calling? And what is that in her hand that's glowing?
That's a phone, ma'am.
What's a phone?
It's able to send messages across great distances.
Oh, it's a scribe.
sending
Oh, like a
stone.
sending
Or a
stone.
sending stone.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right. So, I don't feel like I'm equipped to help you, so I'm going to find people who can. You can trust them. If you just stay calm,
like-
everything's going to be okay.
Like the friend of
We do
those who
gotta go
gave us
rescue.
these. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
and we
hold
do
up the
gotta go
granola
rescue.
bar.
You guys are talking over each other. What?
There you go.
I was saying we do gotta go rescue the dollars from Chase Bank.
That's true.
We'll do that in a
And-
minute.
Wait,
Are
And
you
they'll be
contacting-
able to help you with that. They'll be able
Well,
to help you with that.
We are. I will say, there's one person's name that we are actually looking for because they appear to know something about what we're doing. Do
Yes.
you know a Bailey Ford?
Do you know? Are you calling her? She's supposed to be able to help us.
Yes, we were told that she could. She knew what we were talking about.
He's like, I'm going to. He's going to make a history check. Okay, one of y'all roll me a D100.
Got it.
Ian.
Okay.
Everyone, blow on it. Blow on it. That's 31.
He says, I don't know her, but if anyone was able to find her, these people would be. Listen, guys, how did you even get to Texas?
What
Did
is
somebody
Texas?
bring you here? Were you told to come here?
Yes. Yeah.
And you said the courier, right?
Yes, yeah, a courier friend. He's like, "Do you really want to know?"
A
And we
friend.
said yes. And so, well, he's may not be your friend, but he's at least mine.
True.
Okay. And you don't know how you got here.
No, not really.
Do you know
Nope.
where you were before you came to the church?
With Henry.
Yeah,
Standing in front of the
Henry.
courier. And
Okay.
King Henry. Henry.
Okay.
Henry. Just Henry.
Do you remember the
We're
trip
looking-
at all?
We couldn't breathe. There was a bag over my head.
Oh God. Okay.
We're looking for Bailey Ford because we're told that she can help us.
Yeah,
Okay.
She knows
She-
things at least.
she knows things from where we're from.
And the courier told you to come find her.
No, two very nice people who informed us of
Give
where
us-
the church and the bank were.
Gave us
Okay.
this bar and
Yes,
the water.
from the Druids.
Okay.
And they said something about Dungeons and Dragons.
Yes, that was something they
Dungeons,
mentioned
probably.
as well.
Yeah.
Which is weird because dragons are never in dungeons, like historically speaking.
It really is. It's so strange. All the dragons
have
we've
a
met have been
cave,
above
huh?
ground.
They
Yeah.
can't even fit in the dungeon. Where do they come
You
up
have
with
to
They
build
could
a
fit in, like-
dungeon around
like
them.
Yes, like typically they build the dungeon around them, but it's a strange. Who put a dragon in a dungeon?
If a
What do you
dragon's
mean?
if a dragon's inside of anything, it's a lair, not a dungeon.
Yeah, it really should be layers and dragons.
And goblins are in dungeons.
Dragons in
A lot of
layers.
dungeons.
Okay.
Which one?
I need to go talk to. He stands up and he's like, "Hey, Carl, do you mind getting those? This is more important than the prayer meeting. You might get the snacks we had for the prayer meeting." And he's like, "Yeah, sure." And he's like, "You guys just stay sitting. The people who are gonna help you are gonna be here in right a minute. We're gonna get you something to eat, better than granola bars. And I'll be right back. Let me go talk to who Rosalie's talking to." And Carolina, you can still read lips. So
Yes,
as he goes across the chapel room and goes to, he takes this sending stone from Rosalie. You can read his lips and hear him say, "Yeah, I think they were human trafficked from Mexico or something. Like they were drugged, and they've just escaped whoever they were going for. They're talking crazy stuff. I don't know if like English is even their first language, but their grammar is like and pronunciation is perfect. I don't know. I think they were definitely drugged and have just escaped or something."
Okay, I can read his lips. I rolled a 26 on a perception. Can I hear what's being said on the sending stone?
Yeah, you hear the quiet voice. You know, Rosalie's an older lady, so she had the volume up, and you can hear them say, "Okay, just keep them calm, and we're gonna be there. I'm gonna have an officer to you in about 15 minutes." And he says, "Okay, perfect. Yeah, just we'll try to get him to sober up as much as we can, I guess." And he's like, "Yeah, we're gonna send an EMT should be there as soon as possible. Just stay on the phone with us, and if they start to panic or run or something, just make sure you tell us what direction they're going. Can you give us a description? And he starts like describing you guys' physical attributes and what you're wearing.
What, sir? Why are you describing us?
Are they trying to steal us?
And he comes back over, and he's like, "Ma'am, what's your name? Carolina, right?"
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm just describing you to the people who can help you.
No.
Sometimes they're, they're what's it? He kind of grimaces. He's like, trigger happy.
You said crazy before. What's that mean?
I said what?
Crazy.
You guys are just talking like I haven't ever heard anyone else talk. And I think you guys have been through a lot. You're obviously scared. I didn't mean that in like an offensive way. I'm sorry.
More annoyed than scared, honestly.
Yeah. What kind of help can these people provide?
They can take you to a place that's even safer than this. They can try and help you get back to where you're from. Most importantly, back to the people who love you. They'll be able to find this Bailey Ford. They'll be able to find this courier who brought you here.
Loved me. The woman who loved me just broke up with me before I got transported. I don't have much to go back to.
Maybe he's referring
your
to, like,
family. Your family.
He might be referring to Merkul. They're gone. Our gods presumably love us.
Hopefully, this is a world without Pelor, though. Maybe you can find out how they did that.
Oh, thank God.
Also, one more question. What's a Mexico?
Yeah. Mexico is another country to the south. They're known for, the government's not known for that, but there are people there who are known for bringing people to the United States to save money, essentially. They probably wanted you to go get this money and bring it back to them.
Money?
They create it.
They
make it
create money.
There's bad people called the cartels. Have you heard of them?
No.
It's couriers, like the one who seemed to kidnap you. They work crossing people.
Whoa! He didn't kidnap us. Well,
he forced you to come here, right?
Well, there was a bag over our head. We couldn't really breathe. We lost all our things, lost our sense of self. It's not a bad thing.
It usually is a bad thing.
Oh, guys, he thinks we were like sold as like chattel.
Oh, no, you're mistaken. We're not slaves.
That's probably what they told you.
No.
If they were making us look, the courier's a good friend of ours. I doubt he'd really sell us into slavery, and if he did, we'd kill him when we got back.
Yeah, violently.
These people that are coming, they're the police. They're gonna help you.
The police.
They can do it before you.
You're calling blue shields on us?
Who do the police work
they're the boys in blue. They work for the city, and the bigger government too.
Who does the government work for?
The people, ideally.
That doesn't seem like a good system.
That's a terrible system.
Centralized authority based on a single bloodline is optimal. Then there's no disputes about who's ruling.
People are stupid.
Maybe that's how it is back where you're from, and the United States certainly does have its problems. But I do believe in democracy, actually. But...
Usually if the people don't like the king, they'll just kill him.
Were your states united through war? Do you have to conquer each other?
Yeah, was it conquest?
There was a civil war. They killed all the Native Americans, but like...
Wait, your wars are civil, but... Would you ask nicely?
No,
it's civil law.
Oh, I did study that back at the monastery, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was asleep for most of it.
Like, they'll get you back to your monastery. They'll help you find this courier guy who kidnapped you.
We need to find the Ford.
Yes.
Yeah, and they'll be able to help you with that. They have ways to look her up and find her. Do you know where she's supposed to be?
No.
We know where she once was.
Yes.
Where's that?
this house that we were coming from.
We can show you. We can lead you to it.
Okay. Yeah, the town guard, the Blue Shields, they'll be able to get you there. They'll drive you in a car.
Can we trust them? Because
With
the
a
Blue Shields where we're from.
No, I don't think we can trust them. I think we should leave for it because, I don't trust Blue Shields. I'm not going back into slavery ever again. And don't tell them what direction we went. I heard the whole conversation.
I mean, the Blue Shields where we're from, they're violent, killing monsters with
we've
abilities.
usually killed them when we've come across them.
There are some people who don't like the police. And everyone in this church is black. Because there's been a movement, George Floyd and everything. It's like I totally get it. But they've done a lot of. They would help people like you without question, as long as everybody just stays chill.
I've not had as much experience. Carolina, do we stay?
No, we don't.
I trust Carolina over you. Sorry, I'll stand up.
He's not going to stop you. He's a older gentleman with no combat experience.
I'm a fucking hulking 6'7" rig.
Yeah, Carl comes back with some saran wrap sandwiches and sees you guys standing up and looks worried at Jeremy and Rosaline.
We're going to leave now. Goodbye. Thanks for the help, I suppose. Although you called the cops on us, so I guess it's not okay.
You guys,
I'll give like a real big wave.
Stay safe. It's the drugs are gonna wear off soon, probably. It's all right.
Before we leave though, can I be like, oh, food? Let's just snatch all the sandwiches.
Yeah, you can just grab them. Yeah, there's like 20. And
Before we go, I'm gonna tell them the address that we're going to anyway. Listen, we came from here. If they can help us find the Ford, if they can bring her to us, we just need her help.
I just thought about the real Bailey Ford's been pulled over 3 times on suspected human trafficking.
Have you really?
Yeah, like driving to my grandmother's ranch. It's really close to the border, and I'm like 2 a.m. in my fucking creeper van with the cage in the back. Yeah, I've been pulled over 3 times for suspected human trafficking. The last 2 times they didn't even look at my license. They're like, "Hey, can we just glance in the back?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I know what the deal is. Yeah, you can look in the back." I've only got parakeets. I've only got parakeets in here, I swear.
There's a body back here. It's for my job.
No, I don't use my van for. It's.
I'd say it was that job.
Oh yeah, it's my job as a courier, but no, it's usually when they see the parakeets in the passenger seat, they're like, ah. And when I explain, I just work night shift. I'd be awake during the drive. Oops. And then the last time I didn't even get pulled over, they just followed me. I guess they're running my plates and saw the 3 previous times they've pulled me over and didn't find people in my back. Yeah. But when there's a town where there's 2 gas stations and 1 Dollar Tree for a grocery store and a big van creeping through the night, the only person awake in town is the cop who's parked at the grocery store because it's the only intersection in town that you have to pass through. Then they follow me for a while, and I know what the deal is. They run my plates, and then they pull me over just outside of town. And they keep their hand on their pistol the entire walk to my window.
Yeah, and then they
shoot you. And I say, "Hi! It's me again!"
and then you roll down your window and you show them your firearm barrel first.
No.
Well, no.
That's how you die.
Well, no, it's to like let them know that you have it.
It's a warning.
First thing you say is, I'm not going to
scare them.
The only time they've told me to get out of the car, I did have my gun with me, but not on me. Thank God.
Did you reach for theirs?
No.
Oh, missed opportunity.
They made me open the door myself because I figured they're, worried somebody's going to be in the back and then blow them away, and then I get in the car and drive off. I'd be worried about that too. But the first
missed opportunity.
But that time, one of my doors was on the fritz, and like it's a electronic unlock, and so the wire was loose and it didn't unlock. And I'm like, so this is awkward. It won't open. Can I do the other door? And he's just suspicious as shit and like took the buckle off of his gun. And I'm like, I swear to God, I don't have anyone. And I'm like, I know what the deal is. I'm so sorry.
Right.
And he's like got his body cam on, and he's like, look, the light over your license plate is off. That's why I pulled you over. I'm like, you were looking for any reason to pull my over.
They do need probable cause of another reason, like a traffic offense.
Yeah. It's look, I know, it's fine. You're doing the Lord's work out here. I don't want any problems. I get it. I'm the creepiest car you've seen in like 6 months. It's cool.
Is it cool though?
I don't mind.
Fair enough.
Yeah, but what the fuck were we talking about? You guys are leaving, right?
We need to find the Ford. I'm leaving and telling them where we met the people that told us about the person who knows things, so that maybe they can talk to them and get us help wherever we're going.
Okay. Yeah. So, where do you guys go after this? You're immediately
following Carolina.
Before we leave, can I try to steal the sending stone?
She's across the room. How do you go about stealing it? Sleight of hand or just ripping it out of her hand?
Sleight of hand, but I will go over there and thank her for the AC, as they call it, and the hospitality, me being a southern girl and all.
You're in the South, honey. Yeah. She's holding it pretty tightly in her hand. You're not going to be able to sneak it out of her.
Well, does anybody else have one?
Make me a perception check.
Perception. It would be plus 12. Okay. First roll on roll 20. Let's see how it does me. No, not minus 12. What is this doing? It just keeps adding or subtracting. Actually, what is happening?
If you roll a negative number, we'll just say that it's the one. And you can roll on D&D and Beyond if it keeps fucking up.
Yeah, I just got home. 23.
Okay. Yeah, you see that Carl has set his down on like a coffee table.
Okay.
And as Bastion is stealing the sandwiches from him, and he's just letting him.
Okay. Well, he's paying attention to Bastion.
Yeah. I'd say he even, upon you taking all of them, he'd like go get you a Walmart sack to put them in. You don't know what this Walmart is, but he gives you a flimsy, you don't know what material this is.
Like a marketplace of walls.
Yes. It's a store.
I would like to stealthily take the sending stone.
You make a sleight of hand check.
27.
Yeah, you're easily able to steal it. Now roll me a D100.
The cops are gonna fucking shoot us, bro.
73.
Okay, you're lucky. Carl does not keep a passcode lock on his phone.
What an idiot.
Yeah. You've stolen Mr. Carl's phone.
Okay.
And he's gonna realize as soon as his Bluetooth turns off in his AirPods. But he's not gonna chase you.
Well, he can track us now.
True.
Can he?
You don't know what a GPS is. That's true.
Oh no,
Find my iPhone.
Yeah. But you guys leave, and they let you. And Pastor Jeremy says, "Good luck. I will be praying for you guys. Just stay safe. Look both ways before you cross the street. If you see that courier again, run away."
Okay. Will do.
He's able to find us.
Yeah, even if you don't trust me, find some place to hide. Okay?
Okay, thank you. And as we leave, whoever they were talking to on the sending stone, they told them to point them in the direction that we went. So we're gonna go multiple directions.
You guys are trying to
Exactly.
split up in a completely foreign land?
No.
No.
No. We're going to go one direction and then double back the other direction. So when they point at, like, we're going to go left and then ultimately end up going right.
Okay.
So that, yeah, I let them see us leave in which direction we go, and then we're going the opposite way. I mean, we know where the bank is, so that's where we want to head. But we told them that.
Yeah, you did tell him about
So,
Chase Bank. You're on the corner of the lane and road. You can see there's a big This is the most organized intersection. Like these combustion engine carts, they stay within painted lines. Like you're used to the chaotic streets of horse-drawn carriages and tons of pedestrians. You don't really see anyone else walking, just probably because it's so fucking hot outside. But you yeah, that's, and you guys can make a history check to see if you remember where the bank is. Bastion, you still have your old rolls and everything. You're still very smart.
history for Caroline is a -1. I rolled a 15.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just
Is it
following.
just me?
I thought so. I'm just kind of following your lead.
Okay. Yeah, so we'll go the opposite way of the bank and then head to the bank.
Okay. So you'd go if you're trying to avoid these people and go the opposite way. You would want to from here turn left on road. How far do you go? Because there are smaller, more of these streets with houses on them and the same like perfectly short and level grass that you've never seen before. But you would eventually get to, it's loud. Or you see actually the sack he gave you. You see the Walmart, or at least it has the same name and same style of letters.
That's odd.
And near this, you see what's called Parkway, and it is a 6-lane road. It's big. You see the biggest, other than the wandering albatross, it is the biggest moving object you've ever seen. It has 18 wheels, once you count it. A big combustion engine machine pulling something it's like the size of a small building that he's dragging behind him, going down this road. The driver, past the Walmart, he's actually pulling into the Walmart and going to park behind it. And you see they're unloading cargo at a magnificent rate with other machines. It's kind of incredible, actually, especially to you, Bastion. And then Carolina, you have this vague, you know how this 18-wheeled combustion engine works. Just this weird feeling in the back of your mind.
Yeah, now he's gonna back into that door right there. Oh, it's amazing how that works. It's pretty easy once you get used to it. Everybody thinks it's intimidating. What am I thinking? Where's that coming from?
Do you know this place?
Bastion, why do I know what it's like to drive? There's a weird word coming to my head. Semi?
What's derive?
There's a tiny little model of a dog on this thing. It says Mac. This gigantic machine also has the Walmart logo on it.
I feel like somebody else's memories are being drilled into my brain right now.
Are you becoming someone else? Are we going to become like part of this world if we stay here too long?
Now I have a vague memory of Aladdin singing the song "Part of Your World." Nope. Little Mermaid. That's what it was.
It's a stage play. Yeah, you just
Little
get the
Mermaid.
vaguest sense of you feel like you could drive one of these. Just this, though. The smaller engines are foreign to you, but this one you feel like you know.
I mean, I do have proficiency with land vehicles.
So you say you can drive that? And
I
operate it?
think I can.
Do we go overpower that person?
I don't know. Let's try to figure this sending stone. And I start talking to it, and I just start saying words to it. Bailey Ford.
Okay.
Help me look for Bailey Ford and pushing buttons that I don't know what buttons do.
Roll a D100.
50.
Okay. Siri pops up and says, "I didn't quite catch that."
Oh, it does talk. Can you help me find Bailey Ford?
Looking up Ford dealerships near you. And it gives you
I think I got
directions.
something, boys.
It gives you directions, and you see a picture of a huge parking lot, and it's filled with these combustion engine machines. And you see a stylized oval with white letters that indeed says Ford in cursive. You can get the idea this is where they sell these weird combustion machines.
This says Ford. It almost looks like Thieves Camp, but it says Ford.
Mm-hmm.
The Ford is a machine?
This is a place that sells the machines. I think Ford is in charge of it. It's named after her.
You even see, and now that you've seen this logo in this market parking lot, you see other combustion engine machines that have this logo on them. Passing by, you see other people who are talking on these sending stones, the glass front sending stones, and it's still people you've never seen this style of fashion on anyone but Garfield. But there's a lady, pushing a child in a wheeled, what is it? They're called frams,
Carriage.
I think. Yeah, a little carriage. People laughing, people eating snacks. And they don't really notice you guys. You're not that out of place here because they're really not paying attention to you. They have carts full of more of the bags that Carl gave you. And they're just going about their days. One of them says, "Damn, it's hot," as they start loading up a car.
Could use more of that AC. It is hot.
Do you think they know the Ford?
Maybe they do know.
We go ask?
Yeah, I will ask the first random person I walk. The one with the baby.
The lady with the baby?
Yeah.
Okay. It's, yeah, another middle-aged lady. It's long black hair. She's wearing, despite the heat, she's wearing a hoodie and some shorts of an unknown shiny material. But she, as you come up to her, she says, "I don't have anything to hand out, sorry," and starts to keep walking with her baby.
I just had a question. Excuse me.
She pauses.
Do you know Bailey Ford?
Roll me
Right.
a D100.
Roll me.
Oh, that's a D12.
100.
96.
Holy shit!
What a way to find out that Charlotte has a kid by Bailey doing this
No.
game.
No.
Can you fucking imagine?
You can see this lady, petite, she's semi-tan, again, long black hair and a baby. But she cocks her head sideways and goes, yeah? Who are you?
We were told that she would be able to help us, and we have no idea how to get in contact with her.
What do you need help with? How do you know her? Well, I guess
knows
you
where
just
the
said you
dungeons
don't know her.
She knows where the Dungeons and Dragons are.
Oh. Well, if there's one thing she does know, yeah, it's that. She looks at, she also has one of these glass sending stones, and she's like, she should be at work today, it's Tuesday.
Okay. Could you take us there or tell us how to get there? Does she work here? And I pull up before.
No. Like, is she, are you guys from, like, the comic book store, or what?
We're from far.
Sure.
He's like, yeah, I mean, look, I'm busy. I'll just give you her number.
Number of what?
She motions to your sending stone device.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is new. I don't even know how to use it yet.
We didn't steal it.
No. Just new.
She rolls her eyes and goes, yeah, the switch from Android is hard. And she would walk you through how to get into the text message bar. And she would tell you how to put phone numbers in there. And she gives you my phone number. This is an old coworker I had who lives in... but she would give you the number. And then you see a keyboard like you've seen on typewriters. And she's like, okay, good luck. And then starts walking.
Thank you.
No problem.
I would give you something. I have nothing to give you, but
No, it's cool. Just tell Bailey I said hi.
okay, I will.
God.
Yeah, you rolled a 96.
Jasmine said hi.
She knows her.
Yeah, and Siri again goes beep texting Bailey. And
I'm sorry. Math?
what?
What Matt put in the chat?
Oh, in the Roll20 chat? If we had spells, speak with Dad to find Bailey would be perfect.
That's so
Today
funny.
on the DM bullies herself with her own NPC. Yeah, but you text whoever this Bailey is that Jasmine Salvia helped you put into Carl's phone contacts. And it's the message goes through. Somebody roll me a d4.
Let's go crazy. Let's hope I don't. Well,
That's a D3.
never mind. Bashing at it.
Okay. You don't get a reply you don't get a reply immediately. What do you do now? But you know the message is sent. It even says
time to
sent
kill
underneath.
ourselves.
I say Jasmine says hi.
Okay. Roll another d4.
Not it. Oh, Pale
I
did.
got it.
Or Matt did.
Oh, that was another roll. Let me redo it. Nice. 4.
Okay. You get a reply, and this Carl's phone goes ding. You know, because he's an old man and needs a ringtone.
Loud.
It goes, oh, hey, Jasmine, did you get a new phone? Is what the message says.
She thinks we're.
No.
We have to tell her who we are, because she's supposed to know us or help us. So
Say,
it's understand.
this is Bastion, champion son of Gond, Carolina, and Pale.
And-
we heard
yeah.
you know about the Dungeons and Dragons.
Help.
Help!
I'm just
Those-
thinking
Yeah,
about
like-
one
words.
I like to
You only get
imagine.
25 words.
Does no. I think
Just try it. Maybe it'll let you.
yeah,
Maybe it's different here in this one.
Okay.
Maybe it's 30.
like a
All
different
of it
ending
is in the
stone.
message.
I'm
Yeah,
just
you
thinking
send
that
all
room.
of that into the text as Siri sends everything that you said.
I like to
Um,
imagine there is no capitalization, no grammar changes, so that is just a single sentence.
Uh-huh.
Also, I'm just thinking of that one video of it's Louis Armstrong on the moon. It's like, help. I'm saying, hi, it's us. We heard we did
Oh.
everything. It's
I'm
help.
on the moon. Help.
But you get a text of, wait, you've heard of the show? Holy shit, somebody found one of the business cards. How do you know Jasmine?
But
Or I guess I
the-
gave her one a long time ago. That wouldn't all come through, but that's what Bailey's thinking across the other line to the phone, is somebody found a business card that I left somewhere.
Not Bailey. Not Bailey role playing as Bailey.
Bailey role-playing as Bailey. I am. This is weird.
Bailey said.
Hey, chat.
It's-
Is Bailey
this
playing
isn't-
with herself?
This isn't the fourth
Nope.
wall. This is like the 8th wall.
We're in.
Yeah, the weirdest part
we're
is
in. We're in
technically-
Tesseract territory.
Bailey,
Yeah.
this is actually the 6th wall because it's the 4th wall break to a second-person storytelling.
Yeah, this is like worse than Stephen King in The Dark Tower, I feel like.
No, this is at least good writing.
Well, thanks, man.
I hate Dark Tower so much.
Really?
I listen. The samurais led by Mulan with a lightsaber to fight the dragons was a little much.
Yeah, and
That's not in
it
the
wasn't
books, man.
it wasn't
I
a thing
know,
that held my interest, and I love
but
Well,
Stephen King.
I just
I
like
love
how
the idea of
Roland
Dark Tower.
Roland sleeping with a demon just like really came back to fuck him later, you know.
Well, that's kind of how it works.
Shut up.
Bazinga! Guys! I think she knows us.
You hear in the distance sirens, and one of these motor vehicles has blue and red lights. It's not on the street that you're on, but it goes woo. It's driving back toward the church.
Oh, that sounds bad. That
Sounds
sounds
like
like
the
some sort
people that
of.
are trying to come help us.
You think so?
Well, um, so the Blue Shields, um, it seems like how they would arrive. It sounds like they're arriving in force.
Maybe we should keep talking to the Ford and just keep moving.
I'm cool
Um,
with that.
how do we get to you? Yeah, how did it
It's
say this again?
just like this. If you guys want to play D&D, the text says we're just gonna pretend, Ian, in this universe, the free range pumpkin still exists.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, if you want to meet me at free range pumpkins when they open, I need to see Amy anyway.
Where do we find these pumpkins?
You get an address through the
Well, they're
text.
free.
Oh, how do we? That we have to get there. We should ask someone how to get there.
If you click on it, just like the Ford location, it will show you a map.
Carolina, lead us.
I touch the screen.
Starting walking directions to free range pumpkins.
Yes. All right.
And it tells you how to get there.
I start following the directions. I might need your help, Bastion. I'm not very good with directions.
Oh, I've got it. North is.
Which way? You always know which way you're facing and everything.
I think Bastion's face falls completely blank, and he goes, "I don't know which way north is."
That's funny. No, really.
Okay. I start walking.
Oh, it's actually a really short walk. Holy shit.
Let's go.
Yeah, it tells you it's less than a mile.
I heard you. I heard you say that. I was like, yeah, we're real close.
Yeah, it's bro, it's only a mile. Yeah, it's only gonna take you like 20 minutes to get there. You have to cross over this way, but you see somebody else crossing the street, and you assumably copy their movements to not get hit by a fucking car.
As this thing starts, I start getting the right directions from it. I start running.
Okay. Do you guys follow?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just assuming that Carolina, because she's having these memories, that she understands this world better than either of us.
Okay.
I'm just assuming Carolina knows what she's doing because she's got the weird scholar stone.
The scholar stone. But yeah, you guys sprint.
third
You get there
thing.
in like 8 minutes now. You are drenched in sweat. Good God. The sun's starting to sweat, so immediately, so the sun's starting to set, and you immediately become your shirts are wet, but you
Drink water, Bastion.
in like 8 to 7 minutes, you guys arrive at another storefront. It's glass in front. It is colorful, and outside you see drawn characters that appear to be from like you haven't seen many children's books, but maybe even Carolina, you've seen some in Donald Denham's fucking the school he made. He got some children's books. But you see a big.
My mom used to read us.
Yeah, you see a big sign that's like lit from the inside as though with mage lights, and it says free range pumpkins, and there's a pumpkin on the logo.
I try to turn off the lights.
You don't see a way to. There's not like a light switch up there. It's like the sign above the building.
With my cantrip, I try to turn off the lights.
It doesn't work. You don't have Dumbledore's lighter.
Oh.
I do a quick prayer to Vivian. Please let this be the way back.
Yeah, and this Bailey Ford told you she'd meet you here in the morning.
Guess we'll just sleep here then.
How long is it till
Bash-
morning?
Bastion, what time is it?
I'm gonna look up at the sky.
Yeah, you'd guess it's about 9 right now, and you can see on the sign on the door, it's open right now, but it also says that it opens in the morning at 9.
It's 9. It should be open. It's the morning.
Well, it's 9 p.m.
Okay.
right now. 9
Let's
a.m.
go in.
Well, we should probably just find a place to sleep.
Yeah, let's go in.
Oh my god, I have to sleep.
Yeah, do you not feel tired? Oh yeah, you probably, yeah.
I don't know what that feels like.
How do you feel after your run?
Make a Constitution save, Bastion.
Please let me just fucking pass.
It's all of y'all. All of y'all are
That's
pretty
so fun.
athletic, but Bastion again is feeling flesh feeling for the
11.
first time. 11. You feel kind of like this weird, an extremely unpleasant sensation in your abdomen where you know the stomach is, and your lungs hurt. Again, you're drenched head to toe in sweat, and you feel in between your legs it's hot and itchy and wet. It's uncomfortable.
I forget that there's a lot of new feelings for you.
No dig.
Yeah.
And
No
Yeah,
ball.
Bastion
Alright.
still does not fuck.
you're just out here mannequinning it up.
Yup.
Bastion,
Oh, I was
what
gonna
kind
say
of
you have
places?
ball sweat, but if you don't have any, then whatever.
Hmm.
Whatever happened to Bastion's human form is a eunuch.
Oh god.
Swamp ass.
No, I'm more like a Ken doll.
Okay.
Does he have swamp ass?
No, that's up to Bastion. You just kind of feel
Wait,
terrible.
do I have swamp ass?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh wait. Actually, wait. Him being a eunuch would explain his size.
He's massive.
Typically eunuchs grew to be quite tall.
Really? I
Yeah,
thought they were all
it's a thing.
twinks.
No.
Oh.
No. For a little bit, as they get older, no. It's a whole thing.
Interesting.
Because all the
But the
blood goes to
storefront
their
is-
brain and stuff when they're grown tall.
The storefront is here immediately as you walk. You know, you can see through the glass door. There's well, it says open on the door, and you can see people inside playing some sort of card game. There are so many colors in here. You haven't opened the door yet, but there's immediately books. And actually, you'd see over the counter in this store shop, there is a stuffed head of a red dragon.
My god.
Looks like
You see
over here, our
you see a
economist's
stuffed head.
boyfriend is gone.
You see a stuffed head of an owlbear. You see an entirely taxidermied goblin.
They're warriors. The fort is a
Sounds good.
warrior.
And swords on the
Yeah.
wall. And
Looks
colorful
like,
pictures of heroes of old. You see a painting of... Oh god, what's his fucking name? It's not Valdo, it's the other one.
Volo?
Mordenkainen, the
Vecna.
legendary
Oh.
wizard, on a tapestry on this wall. The painting is of him casting a spell.
Magic. I walk in.
Okay, you walk
And I-
in and you hear a bell go ding, front door, and somebody, a red-haired woman, goes, "Welcome to Free Range Pumpkins!" As she's organizing. You
Jesus,
see
she's still-
thousands of dice, and just so many colors on boxes, and
Well, I know what
lots
the
and lots
dice
of art.
are. I do know what the dice are because I'm, and they got cards, so I know what those are. And, yes, ale. Do you have
What?
ale?
We
Well,
do
but-
actually. There's I forgot what it's called. Ian, do you remember the it was like ginger ale, but it was real sugar, and it came in a bottle with like the whole almost like a champagne top. It was like $8 just for the novelty.
Sounds like ginger beer.
I haven't been to Free Range.
Well, they've closed.
I know they've closed, but it had been months since I'd gone even before it closed.
Oh, okay. The tragedy.
Yeah.
I'm still sad.
It is
But
what it is.
anyway, she would get you guys. It's like, you want ginger ale, or like we've got these fancy ginger beers, running a sale on them.
Sale?
You guys have no money again, by the way.
Never mind.
We're mostly
I
looking
forgot.
just for a place to sleep until the Ford gets here. We're told to meet her here in the morning.
She kind of squints. Ford?
Yes.
Bailey. Ford.
Oh.
Yes.
You guys looking for a D&D game? She's good. She's good.
We're told that she knows about us.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't heard from her, but if she's playing she's coming today?
Tomorrow, but we don't have anywhere to stay until then.
There's like that hotel across. Did y'all like? I mean,
We traveled far.
Yes.
damn,
Very
just me
far.
and Bailey? Holy shit!
Yes. Well,
Sure.
not necessarily just to meet with her.
Yes.
Oh, okay, you were just in town.
Sort of, but wait, no.
We were taken here.
It's
You
okay.
guys,
Yeah,
you've got a fucking Verbo set up or something?
I don't know what that word
that
means.
is.
I think we're just gonna sleep outside.
I don't know. The homeless folks around here are kind of fucking sketchy. I mean, we got security cameras, but I don't recommend that.
No. There's magic here. We can handle ourselves.
Oh yeah, we've got tons of magic. There are guys playing over there.
Playing?
With magic?
Magic the
It's
Gathering, yeah.
actually- You have
Oh,
to come together to cast.
It's not a one-player game. Need at least two. We've got commander packs, and let's see, drafts. We've got even some of these. God, what are they fucking called? These collector editions.
Who killed the dragon?
Make a persuasion check.
21.
Okay. She puts her hands on her hips and says, I killed the dragon with that sword right there, the legendary sword of Inigo Montoya. This one was actually in the movie.
Movie?
Yeah, The Princess Bride. Oh, come on, tell me you've seen it.
No.
What's a movie?
The Princess Bride.
Ah,
Back where we were from, were there lesbian princesses?
says, Herb, put The Princess Bride on the TV again. And he's
The
like, someone else
Princess
hasn't
Bride.
seen it? She goes, yeah. Kids these days. And you see a screen much like the Sending Stone
Sending Stone.
phone. And it comes to life. And you see Herb walk up there to he has some sort of device with buttons on it, and he starts like this man named Herb, who's a large man with a scruffy beard, and he points the button thing and starts clicking through, and you see a Netflix.
So is this what it's like to scry? This is scrying.
You're watching someone. Do they know where we can see them?
Who? The people on the security camera?
On the screen.
No,
on
the Princess Bride.
I'm sure they get royalties every time I put it up, and he's not even really looking at you guys. He's like, I'm gonna make some popcorn. And he yells across the thing, y'all guys want popcorn? And they're like, hell yeah, Herb! And it feels good in here too. The AC is on.
Yes. More
Your
of
sweat
this
makes you feel cold
AC.
again.
I feel weird scrying on these people. I barely like using magic as it is.
Herb turns over. You don't like magic? We were in the wrong place.
I mean, I like magic, but do you know anywhere that we can just stay for the night? We don't have any of our money. We used to, but not anymore.
Oh damn. That motel down the street's pretty cheap, but it's
I mean,
they pay by the hour there, if you know what I mean.
no, I don't. Well, actually, I do. So
I
you have
don't.
Vivian nights here.
We have what?
Vivian nights.
He kind of squints at you and tilts his head. Vivian
Tell me
has
where this
certainly been
hotel is.
around here.
She has.
And Amy leans over the counter. You know Vivian? Have you listened to our Starkfinder campaign?
Finding Star? Can't pick.
No.
You went fighting and you.
Amy's really excited about the prospect of you knowing Vivian.
Wait, but.
Do I know Vivian? You hear her? Yes, I know Vivian. We all know Vivian.
Says, hell yeah! And she claps her hand. She actually goes behind the counter and pulls out a card that is similar to the card game those other guys are playing. And goes, look, I'll give you the whole set. And she gives you a card. Oh god, I have it up there, but it's going to take me forever to find it. Wait, hang on. I think it's in this box. Amy made a whole set of fake magic cards for the Starfinder campaign. I think I have it in this box. It's going to take me a second to find them. They're in the box where I keep all the legendary cards that I have. I haven't played Magic in so fucking long. I'm getting like hardcore nostalgia right here. Like, I'm sad. I need to go call Amy later. I'm definitely going to send them this episode.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother.
My trainee last week, he actually was trying to get into Magic. And
Oh, yeah?
because I was talking to him about, we were getting to know each other and everything. And I started talking to him about D&D, and he's like, I haven't really gotten into that. But I am trying to get into Magic. I'm like, well, there's a lot of Magic stuff in D&D. He's like, have you ever played it? I'm like, no. I know some people that do.
You've never played D&D? What have you been doing for the past 2 years?
Magic.
Use the Bane Blade.
Magic.
Also, heads up, I got like 10 more minutes in me.
We only have 7 more minutes to the session.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying, just in case. Listen, I'm making sure.
Yeah.
7 more minutes.
Numbers.
I gotta go move my kid into college tomorrow.
Fun. I gotta go to college tomorrow.
I have a trial tomorrow.
You hear how bad that sounds? Just made me feel old.
I mean, to be fair,
We're
I'm
all
in grad.
here.
I mean, yeah, man. Ooh, my bones and my knees and my back.
That's because your body doesn't work.
I mean, okay, look. First off, true. Second off, no need to call me out about my fucked up genetic deformity of a body. It's not my fault that they made my feet and my eyes and my heart and my lungs and my stomach and my intestines and my brain wrong.
Future Bailey, cut this out.
I couldn't find it. I found 2 of them. I can't find the Vivian card.
And my knees.
All right, future Bailey, cut this out.
I only found the Pumpkin Sanctuary card and then the Free Range Pumpkin Land. I need to find the other cards. But she would show you. I'll send you pictures of them. I can't believe I haven't shown you the Vivian card before, Darian. But she would go on about nostalgia of that game, and things that you... Says, look, if you're a fan of the show, I've even got Vivian dice, and she shows you a pair of metal dice that are gold and have purple sparkles.
Tell me everything you know to get me closer to Vivian.
Yeah, she would tell you in detail the entire story, and would show you how the podcast app works, and would subscribe you to the our old Starfinder campaign. And you would hear the intro music edited by me, which was like a kind of rock beat that went on for way too long. Then the bad editing I did before I learned how to edit. And we started on like episode 3.
I'm pretty sure I actually listened to it.
Yeah. And then in episode 2, you would hear this Bailey Ford's voice playing Rick the Amnesiac Space Marine.
Yeah. I'm serious. I'm pretty sure that I have actually listened to it.
Hell yeah, brother. And you would hear Hips. This is how Vivian would talk if she were male. Flamboyant voice with a Vietnamese accent.
Don't do it.
I'm not gonna. I can't copy Hip's accent. I've tried.
Oh,
Wait, fucking
you hear
Hip
that,
is
Internet?
here?
Hip is not here. Hip was in the show.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You have the Starfinder show.
The Starfinder show where
That's where you met him, isn't it?
yeah, that's how I met all of those guys. That's how I
You hip
met
with the
Amy.
kids.
I really wanted to play D&D, and so I went on the Adventurers Guild, and that's how I found the store. And that's how I made like 8 of my friends, and then eventually met Ian, and then
Yeah.
learned how to play D&D. And
Well, actually, you getting Bailey. This is gonna sound fucking crazy. My ex, breaking up with me is the entire reason we know each other.
Fucking yikes, dude.
Yeah.
Well, it's me going to the hospital and really needing a job, and then Herb and Amy taking pity on me.
Yeah.
Because when I got sober, I quit Amazon and then started to work for the same place where Herb worked, the restoration place. And then they were really not busy, and so they were kind of like cutting my hours. And so Amy, I was her first employee ever at Free Range Pumpkins.
Crazy. You know, dude, it's so sad actually. So many local game stores are getting like just shit on Evo Games.
Yeah.
Or no, Evo Games, Oppa 20. The owners, by the way, they're furries. I didn't know that. But yeah, no, the owner died of fucking cancer, and they
Yikes.
and so it's losing all of the Warhammer stuff, which fucking blows because it had a big ass room in the back full of like just like
I mean,
eight tables,
cancer.
free terrain everywhere. Man, I love medical bills ruining people's dreams.
yeah.
Yay.
But I intend on Free Range Pumpkins being a nice, safe place. That's a nice reprieve. This Bailey Ford, whoever you know, that they're gonna track her address from her fucking. She used to live here. Maybe if they can get in contact with her old leasing office, they think you guys are escapees from a human trafficking ring. Maybe the fucking cops are gonna talk to Bailey and go, "I have no idea what you're talking about. I pinky swear that I have nothing to do with human trafficking." But she's intending on meeting you here in the morning, and we have to stop at 9 still, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, so Free Range Pumpkins is your safe zone. It is the campfire when you're playing Dark Souls. This will be a safe place for you until 11 p.m.
I'm going to continue to try to talk them into, not so much talk them into letting us stay, but just entertaining them so they forget what time it is.
Okay, that might work on Amy. You guys are going to be
trying to find like a homeless shelter.
Yeah, so you guys are going to be able to watch Princess Bride
is.
and listen to the ancient lore of Vivian.
Nice.
Yep. Laura, Vivian, Princess Bride, and any other movies that we've ever
you guys
seen,
would see, if you're wandering around the store, you'd find books about this Dungeons and Dragons. You would see lore from your very own world. You could see stat blocks of, oh my god, this is what a hit point is, and this is how many a dragon has. You would even find books about a legendary person you have heard of called Driz Duwarden. You feel like this is where your world and this world meet. This is a nexus. Though you realize in your world, maybe horrifyingly, in this world, your world is fiction.
Mm.
But anyway, good night! Thank you for playing.
Good night.
Bye, Bailey.
I'm glad we were able to...
Bye.
Horrifying.
Bye!
This is another good night.
Bye.
Hey, it's your DM, Bailey Ford. I would like to thank our regular players, Darian, Matt, and Ian, Hip for our cover art, and Tabletop Audio for our background music. You can find us on Twitter at @Illithids, and thank you especially for listening.